All right, guys, Mission Whitetail, this is our season update. Every other week, we're going to be doing exactly what we're doing to get ready for the season. And what better way to start out than bow selection? Every year, the new bows come out and we go and shoot them and test them and pick the bow that we're going to hunt with. The last few years, it's been Matthews, but Matthews and Hoyt, have been neck and neck. And really, the technology nowadays gets those specs as far as speed and quietness really, really close. And it comes down to feel and what you shoot better. But what we're going to test today, Shane at Jeffrey's Archery's got all these bows set up for us. We've got the Prime RevX 32. Yep. We've got the Hoyt VTM 31. We've got the Matthews V3X 29, and that's actually the bow that I'm shooting now. And then we've got the Phase 4 29, and then we've got the Darton Prelude 32. So we're going to shoot all these bows, test the speed, test the sound. They're all going to be at 70 pounds with 29-inch draws, so very apples to apples, all with whisker biscuit rest, so it should be a real close comparison. And we're brand neutral, so going to pick the one that we like the best, and we'll probably have it figured out today. So we're going to get started shooting. All right, guys, up first is the Darton Prelude 32 for the speed test. We're going to shoot 3 arrows at the exact same location. $289. We don't have to reset it, do we?
No, just keep shooting through it and reset itself.
$289. God, we must have made these arrows good.
Right on the Monet.
$288. All right. All right, RevX Prime speed test. That draw's nice. $282. I definitely like this draw cycle better. $282. Ready? All right, guys, this is the new Matthews, the Phase 4, 29-inch, 70 pounds, and it's 29-inch draw weight. $287. That's what's wrong with that one, was the rest was killing it. Whoops, sorry.
Okay.
$286. Yep. Matthews V3X. This is the last year's model. This is the bow I'm shooting right now. 29 inches axle to axle, set at 29 pounds.
70 pounds.
Set at 70 pounds. Thank you, Kev.
Lots of numbers.
Still kicking a little bit. 284.
Can you feel any difference in like hand shock or anything when you shoot it?
Between what I'm gonna do next is try and just do for feel and not worry about the speed. Hoyt VTM 31, 70 pounds, 29-inch draw. God, that's smooth. $285. I mean, they're all stacked right in there.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna come down the feel again.
I know.
$35.
Maybe that phase 4 really is that much quieter. $285. All right, from a speed perspective, the phase 4 and the Darton were at the top of the spectrum, followed by the Hoyt, maybe followed by the V3X, followed by the Hoyt, and followed by the Prime. From a draw cycle perspective, I don't know if it's muscle memory or what, but I still really like the draw cycle of the Matthews, but I do like the draw cycle of the Hoyt, and that Prime was nice too. But I'm gonna move on to the sound now. We're gonna take the two Matthewses and the Hoyt back to the shop so we can shoot 50 yards so there's no target impact, and use a decibel reader and see which one's quieter. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Basically exactly where we were last year. Phase 4 Matthews, the V3X, the same bow that I had last year, and this new Hoyt VTM. So that's where we are. We'll go on to the sound test. All right, we're back in the warehouse, going to do the decibel test. This is the phase 4 that shot. We'll have to put the numbers up. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was the second fastest. This and the V3X were right in line with that Darton, but we really like the draw cycle of the Hoyt and the Matthews better. We've got our decibel reader set up right here. It's going to be in the same exact spot, as well as my feet are going to be in the exact same spot up against this on this line right here. So it's going to be an apples to apples comparison to see which one is the quietest, shooting the exact same arrow. Ready?
Yeah.
So they're all 83. All right, the phase 4 was 83.2 and 83.7. Now we're going to shoot the V3X, which is the bow I had last year.
$83 even.
Mm-hmm. 83.3 and 83 even, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so this is the V3X, and it was 83 even, 83.3. Is that right, Kevin? 83.3. So it was a smidge quieter than the phase 4. And I couldn't figure out why, because everything I've heard is the phase 4 is quieter. And we got our, where is it? We got our bow scale out, and the phase 4 was about pound heavier in bow weight, which is absolutely what made the difference in the sound. So I think they got to be neck and neck. Even though this one registered as quieter, it is a pound of bow weight lighter.
It was also a little bit
slower
too,
because it was a whole pound. And normally that's 5 feet per second. A pound of bow weight, I think that's right, is 5 feet per second faster. So speed-wise, I would say they're neck and neck, or the V3X may be a little bit faster. Sound-wise, they are absolutely right there, identical in sound. So we're going to test the Hoyt now, see how it does compared to the Matthews, and we'll go from there. .1. 85.2. Close it out. All right, so the Hoyt is about 2 decibels louder than both the Matthews. So I'm gonna go grab the arrow and then we'll close it out with what we're gonna do this year. All right, guys, in conclusion, nothing really blew my skirt up compared to my bow from last year, the V3X 29. You know, it was basically about the same. The Phase 4, based on the poundage issues that we had, sound-wise was about the same, speed-wise was about the same. The Hoyt is a little bit slower, a good bit louder this year compared to those two. It was neck and neck last year, and I did like the draw cycle on the Hoyt. I do like the draw cycle on the Prime. But man, I'm gonna stick with the Matthews. I've got great muscle memory with the Matthews and how it draws. The Phase 4 does have a few more bells and whistles, like where you can do the inline stabilizer, and I don't know, there's something else you can do with it. But I'm sticking with the V3X, the bow I shot last year. I'm gonna play around with a different sight. I'm gonna look at that black gold. What do they call it? It's the inline. It's got the 2 inline.
The dual pin.
Yeah, the dual
track or something.
Dual track, that's the one. So I'm going to play around with that sight. This rest is great. I've had no issues with this Epsilon rest. I love my back bar, my whole setup here. I'll probably put a new string on. And then I'm going to get some shooting lessons. And that's really, we're going to stick with this bow. So sorry it's a little uneventful, but it is what it is. Nothing that really blew my skirt up or anything majorly different to make me want to change. So that's where we are with the Mission Whitetail bow selection this year. V3X, sticking with the same one we had.